About a week ago, I had this post that went up. I did it in collaboration with More Perfect Union about how childcare is being infiltrated by private equity, and it's happening across the country. But the instance that I focused on was in Colorado because it's a big issue in Colorado. And one of the things that I was really excited about that I talked about was the fact that there was a bill that was going through that was going to increase transparency for daycares that are bought by private equity. And it wasn't even the harshest bill at all. Basically, it was going to be that centers that were owned by private equity or institutional investment firms would have to post their prices online and notify parents before laying off staff. It was a much watered down version of the original bill. There's been some good bills that have passed in places like Massachusetts, New Jersey, Vermont, etc. We got to put guardrails on private equity. I always say to people, I'm not saying we need to abolish it, but maybe we do. But listen, that's probably not going to happen. And so I'm out here saying, can we put guardrails on? And unfortunately, the bill was killed in Colorado. But here's what is so interesting to me about this whole thing. This man, Scott Bright. Scott Bright is a state senator, but he also happens to run daycare centers. And what's really funny about this article is they're like, well, he owns 2 daycare centers. So surprise, surprise, that somebody who owns these and perhaps is considering selling to them doesn't want to have any guardrails on private equity. And also too, it's what were your guardrails going to be? That you have to put your prices online? But here's what's so weird. I love how in this article they say he owns 2 daycare centers. Yes, he owns 2 different daycare centers, but he has 25 locations of these centers. He also has a stronghold on the market. In my opinion, he probably doesn't want transparency, and this is who is in the position of power. So this is why it's so important to vote in your local elections, because right now we've got this man killing bills that would help working parents, that would increase the need for transparency in these private equity backed daycare centers, which, by the way, if you watch my previous video, they're people are being arrested because of the way that they're treating children at these daycare centers. Not his, the other daycare center that I profiled in this. But anyway, just thought I would share that. Just, little context